friends, it's been about a month since I started my Project Use It Up samples, and I feel like I'm pretty much halfway through this, so I wanted to go ahead and show you what I've used up, what I have left, and just kind of give you an update on where I'm at with it. I have broken these up into two little birch boxes, and we can go ahead and start with the things I have used. So I first used up the Clinique Pep Start Hydro Blur Moisturizer samples. I'm not a big fan of this. I don't think it's great as a moisturizer. I'm not somebody who has very dry skin, but I felt like this was more of like a primer than it is an all-in-one primer and moisturizer. I have the Supergoop City Serum Sunscreen. This I don't think is super great. I didn't really like it, wouldn't buy it. I was unable to use up my CC Plus It Cosmetics. It was in medium, which is way too dark for my skin tone. I also tried using the Clinique Beyond Perfection, but even though this is in the shade Ivory, as you can see here, it is still too dark for me, so I couldn't use it. And then I wanted to use the Sephora, it's in Light, their 10-Hour Wear Perfection Foundation, but the sample was so minimal that I could only cover like a patch on my face, so it didn't inspire me to want to go try it out because I couldn't really get a feel for it. I also used the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. You guys know my thoughts on that. I managed to use up both of the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Priming samples. These I didn't like. These I felt like just sucked the life out of my face, and I didn't like the way my skin looked with them. Wouldn't get it. I used the Fight Fallout Organics shampoo and conditioner. I didn't really tell if it fought any kind of fallout with a one-time use. The Eve Lom cleanser, this was awful. The cleanser itself was like chunky. It was like a cottage cheese type texture, and it just was way too much. I wouldn't want to use this full time, and it's also, I'm pretty sure, very expensive. I don't get it. I really was put off by this. I used both of the Dr. Dennis Gross Ferulic Retinol Wrinkle Recovery Peels. These made my skin feel so nice. I'm torn between wanting to pick up these or picking up the other sample that I have in this project because I've had positive experiences with both of them, but these were just really nice. I used a bunch of perfumes. I have the Versace Bright Crystal and the Erin Amber Musk. You guys know I love this stuff. This was a very pleasant scent. This perfume sample lasted a really long time. I also managed to use up There's Something Sweet perfume oil from Fortune Cookie Soap. I was using this at night because I don't really like it, and I don't really like perfume oils in general. And then I'm getting rid of the Tory Burch Love Relentlessly because I'm actually not a fan of this scent. I also used some perfume cards. I managed to use up the Dior J'adore. This I freaking loved. It's super florally. I feel like it's something that I would probably want to try in like a roller ball. I tried the Victor and Rolf Flower Bomb. Wasn't a fan. The Marc Jacobs Daisy didn't really pique my interest. I used the Stella McCarthy Pop, I think this is, or this, I don't know what one it is, but it's in this bottle. It's excellent. I used the Replica Beach Walk, also good, but I have a dupe of this that I think is just as good of a scent. Used the Tom Ford Orchid Soleil, didn't like this, and I did the Dior Miss Dior, wasn't a big fan of it either. I also used up the Dawn on Me Good Morning Sunshine Daytime Facial Oil. Not a big fan of face oils. And then the same thing with the Algoronic Acid Microalgae Oil. Not a fan of this either. So, like I said, a lot of good progress, but I'm only about halfway. I'll show you the things that I have left remaining in this project. First up, it is the Enchantress Hair Serum. I haven't been using this just because I've been so focused on using up my Suave hair oil, so I'll eventually work through this. I have the Professional Matte Rescue. I still haven't fully understood what this is, which is probably why I haven't used it yet. I'm sure I'll look it up and then probably use it. I've got the Skin Inc Pure Revival Peel. I'm using a lot of peel stuff lately, so I haven't had a chance to dip into this. The Glam Glow Dream Duo Step 1 and Step 2. I've got the Sephora Colorful Eyeshadow. I just keep wanting to use my Pan That Palette Challenge product, so I haven't gotten to that. The BB Hairdressers Invisible Oil Balm to Oil Pre-Shampoo Mask. Just keep forgetting about it. The Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Extra Strength Daily Peel, Step 1, Step 2. Again, I was using the other ones up. I'm torn between buying a full pack of these or these. Once I use this, I can make my final decision and then put it on my Sephora wish list. I have 2 of the Pore Dermabrasions from Dr. Brandt. I'm looking to bring these home with me to Maine when I go home for the summer. The Plump Up the Volume 3D Filler Mask. The Ole Hendrickson 3-step skincare process. My Healer Night and Day and BFF sample from Posh. I have a bunch of perfume samples left. This was probably a bad time to put these in since I've been working on my Coach Poppy fragrance, but I've been trying to use these up like on the weekends and getting use out of them. So I have the Marc Jacobs Decadence, the Not a Perfume from Juliet Has a Gun, Chloe perfume, the Elizabeth and James Nirvana Rose, Versace Eros, and the Escada, especially Escada. Believe it or not, I have some perfume cards left. I've got the Marc Jacobs card, the Elizabeth and James card, and then I have half of a Chloe card to use up. So pros and cons, like I'm feeling good about it. Definitely the perfume is taking up the longest. I kind of knew that going in that would be problematic in the sense that I'm working on the Coach Poppy perfume. Plus, I feel like sample perfumes can last much longer than you would anticipate or expect, but I'm hoping that in the next month I can get through the rest of these and then be able to have like a really cleaned out stock of, you know, not a whole lot of samples, and I can go back to working on more of those deluxe size or full size type items. But let me know in the comments below how you're doing with any project you have taken on recently, and I'll talk to you in my next video real soon. Bye.